Hi, I'm Ashira Ramadan from Jerusalem.
Don't push me. Don't push me. Okay, go. Don't push me. Okay, go.
Hi, this is Iman Bilbaisi from Gaza.
Hi, I'm Ala Khayyaf from Jerusalem.
Hi, I'm Farah Abu Qasim living in Gaza.
Hi, this is Diana Zir from Ramla.
My name is Nagam Mhanna. I live in Gaza.
أعزائي المستمعين نقدم لكم نشرة الأخبار. أنا ميارا العملة. I'm living in Ramla.
Well, you might notice that Nusa's not with me today. She decided to die on day 89. And I had to rent a car, which is this cute car. Which is not too bad if you think about it. Ugh. I'm here in Jaffa. The beautiful city on the coast. Let's see how you look this. And I'm here to meet Jeries Qobti. And you'll see him now. He's supposed to be in here. Okay. So he should be somewhere in here. Jeries. Jeries? Hi, Ashira. Back. So you want me to have a seat or what do you want to do?
Let's go see Mario first.
Okay.
He had a story. It was at Friday, I think, about cops. This Friday.
Okay,
Last Friday. Let's go and see him, and he will talk talk about his story.
هلا احنا we're here in Jaffa. Is it like all of this is Jaffa? Is it Palestinian neighborhoods or Arab or Israeli?
It was a Palestinian, we can say.
Okay.
Today it's like mixed.
So there's
Jews
Israelis
Arab.
and Palestinians
Yes.
or mingling.
Mingale.
Is that good?
Yes. Okay. You can go.
Yeah. Okay. Is it close or do you want us to take the car?
You can go walk.
Walking? Okay. Can I leave the car hona?
You can go with the car. Okay.
Can I come in? So now finally on Sleepless you get to see the coast and you get to see the sea and you get to see beautiful Jaffa. So like what do you do in Jaffa? Are you a student or how long have you been living here?
I was born here.
Oh okay, born here. So you're an Israeli citizen, like you have a passport, not like us, yeah?
I prefer to say I am Arabic, Palestinian and occupied by Zionism. This is my point of view.
Okay. But you hold an Israeli nationality and passport.
We didn't land on Georgia. Georgia landed on us.
Okay. It's the same for us.
Same for all Palestinians. Everyone has his problems. Like the same Nakba. In different view. Because at the beginning, after the Nakba of 48, they took all Palestinians from all over Jaffa, like from Salameh, wherever, and put them in a ghetto in Ajami. It was like the ghetto. Now, until 67, you can't go from Ajami to another place in Jaffa. You have to take like what is going now in the West Bank. It was here until 67. It was the army occupation. It was the army
military rule.
Military rule.
Okay.
Till 67.
And then it became like you.
And then it became another way of treating us. Like.
Where do I go?
Right.
Straight?
Straight.
Yeah, see, there's the place of seafood. What is it called? Hold on. When you go straight and then you go to the hada, this way, yamin, to the right. So all of this is considered Al-Ajami neighborhood?
Yes, it's Ajami.
And there was the film about Al-Ajami, no?
Yes.
It was an Israeli and Palestinian, wasn't it?
Yes, my brother was the Palestinian and the other one is Yaron Sheni.
Your brother was the director?
Yes.
Oh Allah, nice. What's his name?
Skandar.
صح, I heard about your brother. He's the one who got arrested and stuff just because he did the movie, no?
No, it was me.
Okay.
It was like he did the movie and I was the one that
Paid the
beat
price?
him and paid the price.
Haram. And is it because your brother did the movie that you got beaten up?
I don't think it's because of making the movie. Maybe of making this movie, and it was very, popular.
Yeah, because it went to the
The
Oscar,
story,
didn't it?
yes, went to the Oscar. Because that is why they talk about what happened to me. Like what happened to us, me and my brother, happened every day here, and nobody talk about it because.
And you were beaten up. Okay, I didn't know that he was your brother. مرحبا أشيرة.
شلونك؟
مرحبا.
أهلين كيفك؟
Hi. Thank you for letting us in. Like, Jeries was telling me that you had a problem that happened last week in the Scouts. What happened?
During the orchestra, we had them practicing in the Scouts area in Road Louis Pasteur. We have been there for a pretty long time before Israel, country of Israel was created. We had them practice there, and the neighbor complained to the police. They're complaining pretty well for it, and sending letters that were doing too much noise. Police came. Israeli police, yes, with civil costume. He came to the guard outside. He told him to stop the noise right now. The guard told him that he should call the responsible of the area. He called me. I came there. I was inside the scout. The policeman told me stop the music, stop the noise right now. I told him that I cannot stop it. It's a training of our orchestra. It's have nothing to do with noise. So he told me, I'm telling you now to stop it. I told him it's a practice. I'm not stopping it. He catch me from my hand, and he wanted to let me to put me in the car, in the police car. Yes, and the guard came and told him, what are you doing? Tell the policeman, what are you doing? Why violent? So he gave him also a kick. He pushed him. Another mother of my scout boy, she began to cry and tell him, why are you doing like this? This is the leader of the scout. So he's like, I'm now telling him, I told the guard and the mom, don't worry. I told him, why are you doing like this? You want me to get inside? I will get inside the car. I got inside the car, so he's like telling me, you're going to pay money because you did not respect the law, the 20,000 shekel. He told me, I'm gonna take you out, you and your community, from this church. And he told me, you're now arrested. You're arrested now. And he was speaking with his officer for 5 minutes. After this, his officer told him, let him go out. I tried to talk during this on the phone, so he didn't let me talk on the phone. And after I went out from the car, so I told him, please give me your details. So he told me, you should call me Mr. Qobti.
Mr. Qobti.
Yes, Mr. Qobti. This was his, and he went.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you wanna head to Ajami? Because I want to see Ajami and like walk in the street. Maybe you get to see the sea as well. Okay, thank you. So now, bye. Thank you. So let's just leave my car here and walk around a bit. towards your house.
Can go to the place where it happened.
The problem with you.
The problem, yes.
So like tell me where do you learn? How do things work here for you as Palestinians living here?
For most of us, it's like learning in Hebrew schools. Also, the Arabic schools, it's like the manhaj,
The curriculum.
The curriculum is written by the government, so it's like the same. The Israeli government. So it's the same. If you learn in a Hebrew school or if you learn in Arabic school, maybe in Arabic school you can write more better Arabic than in
So do you
Hebrew.
know how to write Arabic?
No, I don't know.
من مرة?
بالمرة. I'm like even if I speak Arabic, it's like most of the words I speak with Hebrew. Like I can't. There is some films like I see in Arabic. I don't understand what they say. This word, what it's meaning.
Okay. And like so what do you learn about, for example, history? How do you learn your history? Do you know about the when do you learn as a kid about the Nakba, about how this place like Jaffa got occupied and all the people were kicked out, most of them?
It wasn't
do you learn
like
this?
No, I learned like this land was free from people and people came here to a land
It was empty and
we don't learn about the refugee. We learn like
don't say
the
anything about
Jewish built
refugees?
this. No, never.
Allah?
Never. There is no refugees. There is some Arabs like Indians they call them, and they ran away. They are so afraid, and there is other Arabs like they are they say thieves. Arab are thieves. This is what they teach. Like Arab, they are thieves, and the Haganah and the Etzel put the Arab.
The Israeli army.
The Israeli. It wasn't the Israeli army. It was the Etzel and the Lechi. It's like they call it, and they put the Arabs here, like because when you put a thief to protect a place from thieves is the best thing to do. Like this is the what.
And you have to sit there in class and like learn all these things.
Yes.
You can't say like, excuse me, you know.
We don't know. It's not. You can't. What for us it was like we living under like it's from the house. You come from a house that they tell you don't talk, don't say. If you say you can go to
so like your family is kind of scared.
Scared, yes. All families they are scared, and they want to stay here. They know if they're gonna say Palestinian, you can go to jail. If you say Palestinian, maybe you won't have a work because you work in Jewish places. So your truth is better to shut down. Like, don't talk about your truth because nobody want to hear your truth.
But you have Israeli passports, يعني. You should be protected to some level. So even if you say you're Palestinian, it should be okay, no? Like I thought you would have more immunity because you have this nationality. You should be treated like equal with them.
Equal in what? Like
for
this
example,
is
I don't have the
this is a Jewish land, and this is they teach that here in the Bible, God give them this land. So how you can say you are a Palestinian? This is a Jewish land. There is no Palestinian, no Arab, no Muslim have to stay here because this is have to be clear ethnic. From yes, the only Jewish.
You can't actually you can't like go and protest. I don't know, not to provoke.
Like I go to protest, then I go to the Shabak, and the Shabak do.
They also do this to you.
Yes, also. So you know.
So you're treated. So there's no difference, for example, between the way I'm treated and you're treated, because I am. I don't have an Israeli passport. I have a temporary residency, which they can take away whenever they decide to. And you have an Israeli nationality, a passport. But it doesn't protect you?
Protect me? It's not. It's like protect from what? It's like the other way you can see it. Like because I have this citizen, I'm not living good. Like if I didn't have the Israel passport, I can go to Lebanon, I can go to Syria, I can go working all over the Arabic world, and I won't need them, and I can be free in what to say and what to think. Here it's like maybe I'm free of what thinking, but nobody has to know what I'm thinking and what my truth. I can't say it, and even if I say my truth, it's gonna make me like it's gonna, you know, people with trouble. Yes, so it's you're not living free. You can't live free.
There's so much poetry like about Jaffa and the sea. It's amazingly beautiful.
was here what it's happened. I work downstairs in a restaurant called Babai.
Okay.
So I go up from back home. So I see two children, maybe 14 years old, are keeping on the wall by cops. There is like 10 cops are standing with the two children. And I ask what happened. Why the two children? Like I'm asking one of the people here, what is going on? So we say they are stopping them because they put they have a dog and the dog had died, and they thought this.
Like were they your neighbors or something?
Neighbors, yes, they are living on the other hand.
How old were they?
14 years old. This is the age. So
We're filming something called Sleepless in Gaza in Jerusalem.
Yes.
It's a reality show about Palestinian life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you going to see it on the television?
You can see it on YouTube actually. Here you go.
Really? In YouTube? Okay. When?
Tomorrow. Where are you from?
From Rishon.
Oh, so you're not from Jaffa.
Are you from here?
I'm from Jerusalem.
Okay. You speak Hebrew?
Ken,
Better.
Well, my English is a lot better than my Hebrew.
Okay. And it's about the Arabs in Jaffa?
It's about everything. You have the Jews, the Palestinians, Gaza,
And
Jerusalem.
he lives here?
He lives here, yeah. That's why I'm talking to him.
This house?
No, not this house. Where do you live? He lives in a house there. He was beaten up by the Israeli soldiers. That's why I'm talking to
He
him.
was
Beaten up by the Israeli
Really?
soldiers. Yeah, police. Actually, here, police. You have not soldiers.
אתה לא יודע עברית?
הוא מדבר.
bit no Arabic.
הוא מדבר עברית, אבל לא אנגלית. He speaks Hebrew, but not in Arabic.
Okay. So what I'm going to put in the YouTube?
Here, you put the URL,
Okay.
and you can watch it.
And I see the... Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, have
You're
a good
welcome.
time. Did you see the Tayeled?
No, I'm gonna go see
You
that.
must, it's beautiful. Take a bicycle and go have fun.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, have a good day.
Also, they are talking about the Tayeled.
Yeah.
This is all houses. It was all houses. They demolished all the houses for like we had until 5 years ago. It was like empty. We call it the tamam because all the houses were trouble. And now they are building for gentrification. It's called like bringing Jewish here. How they do it? Like see how it's nice Jaffa. Come and live in Jaffa. Why Arab have to live in Jaffa? Come and the Jewish live in Jaffa. And you see it here. They put like signs. Lieberman, he said like Jaffa has to be a Jewish. And Rochul Da'i, the municipality has he said like how he said there is couple of Arab people here live in Jaffa, and there is nothing called Jaffa. There is the north and north and east, how would you call it, like and south Jaffa, and there is the big Tel Aviv. Like there is no Jaffa, there is Tel Aviv.
They're trying to erase
There is Jaffa because of the history. We read about Jaffa, like know about the history. Before 48, it was the main culture of the Palestinians. Like when you talk about Jaffa, you mention the society life of the Palestinian. You mention the culture of the Palestinian. You mention the whole things about Palestinian. The main major of Palestinians is Jaffa.
What happened on this wall?
Like they put the two kids here on this wall, the police, and there was like 4 cars of the police here standing, and like 10 police standing with the kids. So I asked one of the person who was here in the street, what is happening? What is going on here? So he told me this took to your neighbors, 2 neighbors, was trying to bury their dogs, and they are standing here. I asked why, but like they are burying their dogs, and their dogs was dead. So what is the problem? He said, Jaffa. We know the stories. All the time happen. Like all the time, yes, we are Arabs, and this is our life. So I say, okay. So one of the biggest, it was like their brother. His age is like maybe 18. He came here, and they asked the police why you are standing with my brother.
How are they standing? This normally or
No, like this on the
wall?
It was not this wall, the other wall. It's the wall there. So he asked him why you are standing with my brother. Like, I say don't intervene and go from here. If not, they like all the time what they say. So he asked again, and I don't know what happened. Someone beat him, something like that. He tried to run away. They catched him and put him in the car and took him.
They took
took the brother, and a lot of cops, more cops came to this place. So I want to go home. Like that's it. I saw what's happened.
You saw the action.
The action, it's all the time happens. So I say, okay, I will go home now. I'm going home. One of the cops took my hand and put it around my back.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to like walk down because of all the cars?
Around my back, and I told him, what are you doing here?
لا بس بعد كمل لي. Bobby restaurant. Okay, so
like,
yeah.
I didn't understand why took
So
him.
the police stopped you like after you were going home.
Yes, and took my hand and put the handcuffs. So I asked, why you are putting the handcuffs? And all the people here in Jaffa, like they say, this man, who is this man? Like, how are you putting handcuffs on like this person? why you are putting and
you
leave them?
Do anything?
I'm going home. What is it like doing? Doing what? Like, and all all Jaffa.
Like these kind of police, or?
Yes, this kind, and all over there is a lot of kinds, the same. So I asked him, like, what is going on? What are you doing? And I'm not understanding what is happening. And my brother came, the other brother Tony, and he said, what are you doing for them? And they started beating us, and took us to the car, put it inside the car, and put on my eyes of my brother. It's chili mace. It's hurt a lot.
On his eyes?
On his eyes. Mm-hmm. And all the time going through, like, I'm asking them, why you are doing that? Stop, what are you doing? Why you are doing that? So they don't say nothing, and until we reach the police, like inside the police, they took me, say, come, you're fucking Arab, come and I show you what I'm gonna do to you. He took me, I was with the handcuffs on my hands. He threw me on the ground and put this chili on my eyes, yes. He put it and he started beating me all the time.
Like beating you, like?
All over. He took my hand, boom, put it in the ground. He beating me with his feet. And he said all the time he's beating me. After that he took me to a room. There was a lot of people in the room. I didn't know. All the people say to him, why you are bringing him here? Take him to a place, make him corrupt, and throwing the place, and don't bring him here. Why you are bringing? So and what they say. And
so what do you mean? Like they didn't want you to go into the police, or?
No, because we have here like two person. One of them is
Can we go?
Zainab.
Do you want us to go down ولا ندخل هون?
This is we can go here.
Okay.
بينفع ندخل؟ And we have here Zainab. They make him how you call it, like
sit on the ground?
Yeah, okay. Not sit on the ground. نخي ايش بقولوا
the handicapped? What did they do to him?
Beat him like for 4 hours, and they made like a circle here up in the street. It was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And beat him and say nobody will intervene in what we are doing. Okay. And he became like
on a wheelchair?
Not on a wheelchair. He have platina in his
that bad, يعني
that bad,
massive
that bad,
beating.
massive beating. And we have another one. It was Sami, don't know his family, also the same. They throw him.
Okay.
Also the same. They throw him like in a garbage. Another person beat them and throw him in the garbage. And the vehicle of the garbage came in the morning. And in the morning they saw that there is a person inside the garbage. Like it's happened a lot in Jaffa. So why they ask why you don't do the same to this person?
Dump him
dump him somewhere. Why bring him here and you have to write now things? So all the time they are beating me. They are saying, what we did for you in Gaza, it's nothing. Your people in Gaza, it's not compared to what we are going to do to you now. And we're going to rape your mother and rape all of you Arabs, because this is the way that you're going to leave Jaffa. And this is what we're going to do with you. So for me it was like strange. Why they are saying Gaza and the politic? Why they are saying that there is this story and this story? Why they are, mixing up? And until I went to the Jaffa Café, and I heard the Shobrim Shtika, what they called in English,
breaking the silence.
Breaking the silence, and they say
these are the soldiers who leave the army and they
yes,
they're telling their stories.
They tell their stories. So I heard they say like the most dangerous things for Israel is the what called Arab Israelis. So here I started to think, okay, this is the same things. This is something that it's more than police.
Yeah,
this is more than police.
So did they give you a fine? Did they tell you what you did wrong? Any kind of
nothing? They knew.
So this is where you work, yeah?
Yes, this is where I work inside. So they knew my brother is like the one that made the movie. So when one of them say, so your brother made the movie, he won't go to the Oscar and you won't go to the Oscar, things like stupid things. And they say also inside the interview, inside the interrogation, he said, if you were living in Arabic state, you know how they treat you. So I say, what you are saying, look how you are treating me, look how you are treating me. Because this terminology, they use it all the time, like say thanks to God that you are living under Israeli state.
They keep putting this comment also
all the time.
Wall, like our walls, like if you were in an Arab state, they would not occupy you, they would not be beating you up for no good reason.
Yes,
you would not be going to prison.
So this is what they say all the time, like if you were in Arabic state, if you were in a Muslim state, and then they let us out, and they say don't talk to no press, don't talk to nobody, we'll let you out at the beginning, and you're gonna sign, you won't talk to nobody, don't say your story and you can go home free. We say no, we're gonna stay here, we don't care. For us it was like so angry, we say we don't care. Now if we go to jail and stay in jail 10 years, we're gonna say our truth this time. What happened to us? So we say at the end they don't have nothing against us.
There was no case, nothing. Just a
go
case
home.
Let's go beat you up and send you home.
Send you home. And for us this was good because my brother made the movie, so we were good, good for the papers, good for the TV to talk about us. And we say the truth. That's it.
So what happened to you? Did you get injured or from the beating?
We get injured, yes. We get injured. We went to the hospital. It was like, they call it, I don't know how to say in English. They beat us like, if you see on the outside, you can't see nothing.
This is the Israeli way style.
From the inside.
I've tried this as well. I tried it when I was 16. You have no signs, but you can't move.
Yes. And also inside the hospital, people are saying us, we know your story, we read about it in the newspaper, it's not right, you should be selling drugs maybe, because that's what they did for you, because you're selling drugs. Another woman told me, like a doctor, for my eyes, she said, nobody put inside your eyes chili pepper if you're not doing something not right. You probably beat the police, you probably, so I said, look what happened to me, and you are a doctor, you're not supposed to take a point of sides, you are a doctor, treat me. She said, you the Arabs, they try, the same what happened there inside the cops, it's again happened in the hospital and everywhere, people, it can't be this is Arabs, the Arabs all the time do something wrong, they have to beat them.
هلا is this an Israeli place, for example?
This is Arabic place. Arab place.
Cool. So do you want to sit? I want to sit next to the beach. So okay. Let's go sit for a bit and then decide what we're gonna do. I want to see the sea. I know, it's overexcitement over the idea of the sea, but you don't have sea in Jerusalem or in Ramla. And even Diana wants to see the sea, so Diana gets to enjoy the sea now. Because as you know, people in the West Bank are not allowed to come here, and they're not allowed to see the sea. Decided after seeing this beautiful place, I'm gonna come here and get married to Jalal next year. If I had known, I would have come and done the engagement here, but hey. So now you're gonna take me to your house, right? Okay, yeah. So I can't believe your house is like great location. It's like right on the sea. Amazing. So do you want to sit here and just wait for your mother to come?
Let's wait.
Have a nice garden. So, your mom.
She's come.
Yeah? This is Jeries' mom, and Jeries told me that also you were also faced by like racism directly. What happened like with you?
In 2004, 2003, I was from 1997 to 2003. I was a principal of a Orthodox Arabic school, and there I was educating my children that we are Palestinian, and I was teaching them the history and the geography of the Palestinian people. And I was taking them tours in Jaffa, and to see what was before 1948 and where what we have now, and how many schools we had before 1948. Especially,
how many did you have?
We had 51 schools in Jaffa and the villages that are around, and now we have 9 schools for Arabs. So
the rest are
Jewish Israeli schools. And I began with this idea to establish this school that will give us again our glory and know our language and all these things. But finally I saw that neither the people nor the patriarch understand that if we want to progress, we have to know our identity and to know our language and to know our history. So they were against this thing, and I am sure that it is the Israeli government that perhaps spoke with the patriarch that they don't accept me to do these things, to teach these things. And the patriarch came and told me that we don't want you to say that you are Palestinian. Me, I have no the authority to say that I am Palestinian. So I asked them, so what I am? I am Palestinian. So they told me it's better for us as a school, don't say this. And they didn't explain why they don't want me. So that is why I was fired. At last I was in conflict with the bishop, and I said that I continue to educate my children that the way that I believe in it, and I can't just to be principal. If I will not be principal, I will continue to do my risalati, my message in other ways.
And you did it.
And I did it. And also
how did you do that?
the families also, they were so happy and satisfied from the way how I educated. So it's not only to say that I am Palestinian, but I gave the pupil to the liberty to say what they feel. I was very
something that apparently you can't do here.
that we can do it, and they began to believe in their potential. They began to believe that we can succeed, we can, and we are not less than the Jewish. So this thing let the people, the families say that if you fire the principal, we shall not come back to this school. And they come with me, and the Rabita, that is an Arabic organization, come and told me, we see that all the families want you to be the principal, and we try to speak with the bishop and they don't want you. Let us do a new school. Are you ready to do this? I said, yes, I am ready to do this. And in 2 weeks we enregistered 150 pupils that came, and we opened the school. But we received from the government, Israeli authority, to close the school, that we are not allowed to open a school without a license, without permission, the Israeli permissions. Then we went to Adale. Adale is an organization that an organization that works for the rights of the Arab civils, Palestinian, yes. And when I went to Adale fought for us 2 years. We were without permission, and we fought and we succeeded at last, and we received the permission from the license from the government. But we are still the people are the other schools and the government still are fighting with us, but in other ways.
But at the end of the day, even if they graduate, like for example, is it easy for you as a Palestinian Arab 48 to find jobs in Israel? Because I always think about it, like, where are you going to work?
It's like I study engineering. I work in a company, Arab company. I left the Arab company because it was in Bir Sabia, so it's far away from Jaffa, and I like Jaffa. I want to live in Jaffa. So I came back here. Until today, I'm sending CV. It is been 3 years. Like I'm sending. Nobody is calling a phone to say, "Hello, Jeries, come. Let us do an interview or something." And so I went to study to the MA, like trying at least studying, doing something like better than all the time. Because I'm not sitting. Like I have to work. I have money and I need money. Like I work in. Like I cook. This is what I do.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. You just got back from work. I guess you want to go and relax in the house. All right, thank you. It was nice meeting you. Okay.
This place, it was a cinema before the 48. I remember I was playing here like after the 48 until like when I born, we was playing inside the cinema. It was like broken, nobody can enter inside. But we entered and play inside like children. And now today they have built like a place for old people, like for Jewish old people, yes.
This was the old cinema. If you were from Jaffa once upon a time and you're a refugee somewhere now, this was your old cinema. Hello. How many? Like you were telling me, how many people were living in Jaffa before the Nakba catastrophe?
It was like 1,020, and after like the Nakba stayed here 3,000. So this is the Nakba, like 3,000 waking up in the morning, seeing all the building is destroyed, seeing all the school, there is no schools, their mosque or their churches now become places for like companies or so it's, this is Nakba. Like waking up, looking the streets and you don't know what happened, everything is changed.
And I guess it hasn't stopped changing
until now, yes.
Okay, so now I'm taking Jeries to his Arabic class. It's really funny, a 31-year-old Jeries. At 31 years old and you're still learning Arabic.
It's better now than never.
You actually عن جد you never learned it. It's so weird. هلا. So now we're taking the good student to his class.
Bit late.
Hi. We're not gonna disturb your class.
طيب احنا اليوم بس بدنا ننهي اللي بدينا فيه الاسبوع الماضي.
He's telling them they're gonna feel like, oh my god, they're gonna do grammar.
بدنا نشوف شو الفرق بين الافعال
Now I'm just gonna take a pit stop and eat my vegetables, my fruits actually, because I am on a veggie / fruit / diet for the engagement. Not fun, but I think I have to lose a few kilos here and there before the engagement, which is in a few weeks. I'm gonna go to like towards the center of Jaffa, which is like more towards that way. And then I think I'm gonna go to Tel Aviv, which used to, like Tel Aviv is the Hebrew name. It's Tel El Rabi, which Rabi and Aviv is spring. It used to be called like the Mount of Spring, because it's beautiful. But now, I think most of the, I don't know if there's any Palestinians left in Tel Aviv, Tel El Rabi. Most of
ايه لا الاصل من رمله.
لاجئين
لا متجوزه هون. لي 20 سنه هون يعني.
اوكي، طب انت كامرأة محجبه كيف بتحسي بتتعاملي مثلا عند المناطق اللي فيها اسرائيليه؟
اكيد بنظروا نظره ثانيه، مش زي ما انك رايحه على محل عربي او هون عندي بيافا نفسي فاهمه، بروح محلات ثانيه بتطلع عليك هيك نظرات غريبه فاهمه يعني، بس مش اكثر. I asked her like if she's الشيء اللي هو قصه الهويه، لما تروحي عشان متحجبه يعني مفوقات دغري طلعي هويتك.
I asked her if she's from Jaffa. She's originally from Ramla, but she's married to a person from Jaffa. That's why she lives here. And I asked her if like she feels there's racism, like when she goes to the Israeli parts. She says, of course, like people look at you differently. They give you different glances. And she's like, it's more like there's more racism when you go to the Israeli towns than in Jaffa, because most of her neighbors are also Palestinians or Arabs. And she says that the worst part is when she goes to the Israeli side is they automatically ask for her ID because she has the hijab on. بيسألوا الهوية وبفتشوا ولا؟
أكيد ولا بفتشوا.
I asked her like only ID or do they also search you? She says like yeah, they take the ID and they search you as well. وانت يعني ما بتفرق إذا معك جنسية أو مش جنسية، المهم لابسة على راسك يعني خلاص لازم تتوقفي.
بوقفوني اكيد، لو اني مش متدينه يا خلط ما يوقفونيش اذا ما انا عارفه انه انا عربيه فاهمه. اكيد.
She says like if because she's got the headscarf and she's religious, they catch her. She says maybe if like she didn't have it and they didn't know she's an Arab, then they wouldn't ask her, but if they recognize that it's an Arab they usually stop them. مرحبا شباب. كيفكم؟ ايش في؟ تعالوا احكي معكم، تعالوا هلوا علي. انتوا الجيل الجديد تبع يافا صح؟ These are the new generation of Jaffa. كلكم لعيبة فوتبول؟ فوتبول. They play football. ليه بتحكي عبراني؟ He's answering me in عبراني. ليه بتحكي علي بالعبراني؟ طب عربي؟ كثير. عربي بعرف. بتعرف طب منيح. They're telling me like I don't know English so I'll speak in Hebrew.
He is playing football.
He's playing football. Very good. Where do you study?
إيش؟
وين تدرس؟ وين تدرس؟
بمدرسة أجيال. In school أجيال.
أجيال school. هاي المدرسة اللي عملتها البلدية. It's the municipality school the one that they did.
ترجمي بالعربي.
بترجم لكم بالعربي. انتوا ايش بتتعلموا مثلا عن تاريخ فلسطين في المدرسة؟ نعم. I'm asking them, do you learn about Palestine in the school? ايش بتتعلموا؟ What do you learn?
الرسول، أشياء الرسول
والملائكة والأنبياء.
they're telling me they know about the prophet and the angels. ما عم بحكي عن دين، بحكي عن الفلسطين النكبة مثلا. Do you learn about the نكبة؟
كيف أخذوا فلسطين وهيك؟
مين علمكم؟
أستاذ سامي.
لا مع المدينة.
هذا بالتلفزيون.
مع المدينة.
مش بالكتاب يعني. بالكتاب شو بتتعلموا؟ They're telling they're like my teacher tells me separately. He says this is the house of their principal.
نادي المديرة.
مرحبا.
نادي المديرة. نادي المديرة.
They're saying that they learn some things in what the teacher tells them. هلا بعطيكم الورق. بس طب تتعلم بالكتاب ايش تقرأوا بتاريخ مثلا عن دولة إسرائيل ولا؟
عربي عبراني جدا.
فرنساوي تتعلم؟ He learns French. Because he's in a different school. He studies in a different school.
هي مدرسة أجيال.
الأولى.
They're saying which school is the best school. طب اسمعوا انتوا بتحكوا عن حالكم فلسطينية ولا إسرائيلية؟ ما اسكي do you say
فلسطينية.
إذا بدك They're saying they're Palestinians. They're gonna do a protest. إيه؟
احتلوا دولتنا الحلوة.
He says that the Israelis occupied our beautiful city. هلا ححطكم بورجيكم بعطيكم ما ححطكم. طب كيف بيعاملوكم الإسرائيليين ولاد صغار؟ بتعلموا عنهم؟
لا بنعلمهم.
إذا إحنا بنعاملهم بسب ومش باحترام هم بيعلمونا بضرب.
من الحكومة. I'm telling you how do the Israeli kids like treat you? He's like if we treat them with respect they beat us up. I said who? He's like the police. Okay, so I left the kids because they're going mad over there. This is the center of Jaffa. So let's get the car and head to Tel Aviv, I guess. Okay, so now we're driving in the old city. It's like, okay, so this is the church here. You can see it. Got antiques and stuff. And this is the mosque, which is turned bar. I'll stop for a second before they come and tow my car and go down for 2 minutes before they come. See, Aladdin restaurant since 1967. I used to come here and this place, basically restaurant / bar, is a mosque before 48. You can tell like from the kubba and inside like there's like still the designs of like a mosque. And if you can come here, you'll also see like the balcony of the mosque / restaurant / bar. My mom brought me here to see this place when I was a kid. And yeah, it's unbelievable. You can see still the mosque, at least the other mosque is next to it. And now you're hearing the prayer, the adhan prayer from the mosque. It's so surreal to listen to the adhan in the middle of Jaffa with all these like tourists, and it's been turned into a city outside of its own skin. Now here you can see like Tel Aviv, Tel El Rabi, where it's kind of is now declared Israel's capital, even though Israel wants to declare Jerusalem, but still it hasn't been recognized that Jerusalem can be Israel's capital because it remains occupied according to international law. We're gonna head maybe to the beach in Tel Aviv. They live in a completely different world than ours. Wow. We're gonna go down. אם אתם רוצים לטעיין, אנחנו משלמים משהו Sleepless in Gaza and Jerusalem, מירושלים. Would you like to talk? I think you changed your mind, yeah. I think the key word here is the moment I say Sleepless in Gaza, it's gone. Nobody wants to talk. I don't think it's fun. Okay, everyone wants to be filmed. Say hi. אנחנו מצלמים. לא, זה יוטיוב, זה משהו לפלסטינאים.
אני עושים לאודיאנס של הפלסטינאים. רמת גן. בואי תראי.
I take all of you, just talk to me. I'm just here just to see the beach so you can talk. Do you speak English?
Yes.
Thankfully. So where are you from?
We are from Ramat Gan.
I'm from Palestine.
You're from Palestine?
Yes.
Which side of Palestine?
With Canada.
Palestinian Canada?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We are from Ramat Gan.
תצלמי אותי, you can picture me, do salta?
She's from Amidar.
Where?
Amidar.
Yes, he filmed it. Do you know any politics?
Yes.
What do you know about politics? אתם יודעים על...
Ahmadinejad.
אחמדינג'אד? מי? זה טהרן, לא, אני מדברת פוליטיקה, אתם מקשיבים לפוליטיקה, יודעים שיש עם פלסטיני.
I love the Palestinians.
He's cursing his president.
This my brothers Palestinian.
למה אתה חושב ככה?
Because הם שרמוטות.
Well, I don't think I can put that one.
Why are you speaking English?
למה אתה אומר את זה?
They שולחים...
אתה יכול להגיד את זה בעברית ואני אתרגם כדי שלא...
טילים.
הם שולחים עלינו טילים כואב.
He says that the Palestinians are sending rockets at them and that hurts, so he doesn't like them.
Something to talk.
Yes.
Just a moment.
What's your name?
My name is Ran Goldstein.
How old are you?
I'm 15 years.
My name is Yera Dandan.
Alright, have a good day, enjoy the sea. So annoying that the rest of the girls and like not only the girls, everyone from like the West Bank and cannot be here. It's like everything nice. The sea, seaside, playgrounds, parks, everything beautiful is on their side. For anyone in the West Bank who can't come to the sea, at least you get a feeling of it. How beautiful it is and how occupied it is. You know, the sea is supposed to be like a sign of freedom, but nope, not here.